Brothers.
Hello.
I'm Kenny,
I'm Tony.
and on today's Rock Chat, we're going to discuss some tour dates, some cancellations, some postponements, some people being stuck, and our trip to Ohio to see two great bands. We're going to start off with a sad note. Disturbed has canceled their summer tour. I think it has to do a lot with Gojira not being able to get here in time to start it. And that will play into effect with another one of our topics farther down. As of right now, they are still on the festival date lineup. I don't know if they don't want to announce that until they find a replacement, or if they're actually going to play a one-off show and fly in and play it. We've seen it done before. Sometimes the headliners do it. It's a kind of a rare occasion type deal. Alright, and then the number 2 item is last week we told you Saving Abel was changing lead singers. Scotty Austin was out. We were speculating that Jarrett Weeks was coming back to the band. Well, no sooner it was less than 24 hours that had been confirmed that Jarrett Weeks is back in the band. They're releasing a EP that started it all called something Grace.
Love and Grace or something like that, I think.
It's got a bunch of songs off their first album, and they've re-recorded them and putting them on a new EP. As far as we know, Jarrett and Jason are back together, and Scott Bartlett's still in the band, and I think they've got a replacement drummer, and the bass player is the dude from Tantric, played for a little while with him. Can't remember his name.
I don't know his name. It's Shade of Grace is the name of it.
The EP is Shade of Grace.
Shade of Grace.
Right now, Scotty's finishing out the run with him. I think it was admirable. He stepped in and tried to keep the ship afloat. And Saving Abel has some acoustic dates lined up, but nothing physically with the full band, I don't think, until after the Scotty dates are run its course. Want to mention that Seether has added 3 new solo headlining dates, and they're taking Nonpoint with them on all 3 of those dates, and Plush would be joining them on 1 of the dates. No, Plush will be with them 2 out of the 3 dates, the Atlanta and the Myrtle Beach dates.
Oops.
First time drinking water? A little strong?
Yeah. Alright.
Myrtle Beach would be the show that we would go to, except for we have a vacation planned. We plan our vacations out like in January. Due to my work status, you have to plan them out as early as possible to get your dates. We also planned next week as being vacation dates, and thanks to COVID, there ain't a lot going on as far as music. Now the week after would have been a lot better for us. So the reason we're going to the Seether and 3 Doors Down is it happens next Saturday on our vacation. So we're going to go up to Ohio. We're going to visit some friends and family up there. Stay with some friends and family of our cousins, Shane and Amy, who just went to see Faster Pussycat and
Enough.
Yep, Chips Enough.
Chips enough.
And in case you was wondering how you can tell them from Chip and Dale,
Chip has a black nose.
there you go. Faster Pussycat, for anybody who doesn't know, has only Tanny Downs with them as far as the 80s lineup goes. Ace Vaughn has been with them forever. He's probably been in the band longer than the original members were. Once again, like I said, we're going to Ohio to see Seether and 3 Doors Down, our friends. My friend.
Saturday.
Your friends?
My friends and your friends.
My friends?
Yep.
Made me a bloodied and bruised hat to wear. It's like on the t-shirt and on the album covers. My wife loves my hats.
I do.
And like I said, I made it, put it together. I think it kind of looks like the t-shirts. Back to the tours. The Great American Truck event will be in Danville, Virginia.
On August 12th through the 14th. They will have Buck Cherry, Jelly Roll, Tommy Vexed, Puddle of Mud, Uncle Cracker, and Demon Jones. Just to name a few. There's a few others on there. It'll be at the Blue Ridge Amphitheater in Danville, Virginia.
I think Jelly Roll is headlining that according to the way you look at the website.
It was the top listing there.
Also, Through Fire has got tour dates. They're going to be headlining, and they're going out with Royal Bliss and Black Satellite.
And Zero Theorem. That starts September 5th through October 6th. They'll be in our area on October 6th. Looks like that's the very last one. Greensboro, Blind Tiger.
At the Blind Tiger. That would be our buddy's place up there. At least he manages it and runs the operation, gets the band in.
Greg Gerald.
Yep. We'll be up there to probably hang out with him and see him that day. Miles Kennedy has announced a tour. I think it's an acoustic tour.
Don't know.
He's put out an album, by the way. I think it might be his second solo album.
The tour's from 9/7 to 10/2. There's nothing in North Carolina. Closest is Atlanta or Baltimore.
We want to announce another cancellation or drop off of a festival, and that would be Mice to Men. This is kind of their thing. They get put on some bills and they drop off. I don't know if it's vocal issues, internal issues, health issues, mental issues. I don't know why, but they have a tendency to do this. Wish them the best of luck. Want to let you all know that they have released more camping sites for Louder Than Life. They went on sale Friday. They may already be gone. So you may want to check with them tomorrow to see if you can get one of them limited camping spots. Haley Kramer, the drummer for Pop Evil, will not be with them on their first 10 dates, I think she said.
Yeah, I don't remember what. It's just the first little bit of shows they're doing.
She can't get her visa approved fast enough from the UK. And I think that might be what's going on with the Gojira and the Disturbed tour. I think they may be having some issues getting into the country.
Yeah.
Just guessing on that though. Like I said, Haley put out a little public speech talking about how she would miss it, and she was practicing with herself, and she'd be ready to hit the road. She is an incredible drummer, really hard. If you haven't seen her, she really throws down on them. Like I said, we're going to Ohio. We'll probably be leaving out Wednesday. We'll be going up there to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They've added a few things since we was last there. I think Def Leppard's gotten in, my wife's favorite band.
Bon Jovi. I was like, you should have said that one first.
They've been added to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame since we've been there. And since we are seeing Seether in Three Doors Down, Seether, yes I said it, Seether has an exhibit there. They ain't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but they got a little section of grunge. I think it might be, I don't know what they've classified on that. So they've got a little section there, so we'll be interested and glad to see that section. Now it's story time with Uncle Kenny. We're going to tell you a couple of stories about meeting the guys in Three Doors Down and the guys in Seether. We're going to start with meeting the guys in Three Doors Down. We was on a little vacation, a little rock and roll vacation, probably 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, and we went to a Bethel Woods amphitheater. If anybody is unaware of what Bethel Woods amphitheater is, it's where they held
Woodstock. It's in Bethel, New York.
So they've got a museum set up and a gift shop there on the grounds.
It's a really cool place.
And certain people were at the show. They have like a go tag maybe, so you can just stop in and ask them any questions about being there. But while we was there, we was walking around, and there was a band called We Are Harlot that was out touring around, and you may know them or you may not know them, but that is Danny side project band from Axon Alexander.
Danny Warsnop.
And we was like, hey, it's the guys from We Are Harlot. So we went over and we talked to them a little bit. We was thinking we wasn't going to meet anybody, but we got to the venue way early and looked at the grounds because it was Woodstock. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, in the gift shop, I seen Justin, the guitarist, bass player.
Oh, he's in Three Doors Down.
Bass player, I think, for Three Doors Down. And there was a huge line of these people. Huge line of them. And they were all in line to do the Three Doors Down meet and greet. I said, well, right there is the guitar player, and they don't even know that he's there. And what did you say, Tommy?
I said, forget Justin. Right there's Brad Arnold. Come on.
Not a soul in that line recognized either one of those guys. We went over and talked to them, took pictures. I don't think we had anything for them to sign.
We didn't know they was going to be there out there like that, so we had nothing for them to sign. We got pictures, though.
It was just shocking how nobody in that line, and we was over taking pictures and all that stuff, and then they got on our golf cart and they went to wherever their meet and greets was, and then all these people was like, that was the same dudes that they were talking to.
It was great.
Yeah.
They were so nice.
Yeah, they were. And if you haven't seen Three Doors Down, he calls everybody friends. My friends.
My friends.
My friends. Love seeing them live. On that same show, Shaun Morgan, probably told y'all this before, set his guitar on fire. Great. Okay, now on to the second part of Uncle Kenny's bedtime stories for you. Meeting Seether was an adventure. We hung out at a little club called Amos's, and it was cold. It was February or something like that. It was really cold.
Really cold. Freezing.
And we was giving it 10 more minutes, and we was heading out. The door opens up. Who talks to us?
Shaun opened it up from the bus.
And what did he tell us?
He says, about 10, 15 more minutes, guys. I'm coming out. I promise. 10, 15 more minutes.
And we waited.
And
we
waited.
waited.
And waited.
And waited. It was freezing cold, and the crowd dies down. And, you know, sometimes that's what happens. You know, they're on the bus and they're not wanting to sign 30 autographs. They're only wanting to sign 10, so they're letting the crowd die down. Well, eventually we was like, I need to pack it up and go on. And guess what happened again?
It comes back out. A few more minutes, guys. I promise. I'll be right out.
Yes. He never come out that night.
Never came out.
He went on a list that was called what?
The hate list. He went on my hate list for years because of that.
So, we went to another club that we go to called the Fillmore in Charlotte. And we was hanging out there, and some friends of ours, we was like, hey, we're just sitting around talking, chatting. What's your next show? Where y'all going to? Y'all hanging out for the whole time? And we're like, I don't know. We've had bad experiences with this. And we just continued talking, and my wife was talking to it was basically two of her friends, Mara and
I don't remember who else was there.
yeah, it was
at the Seether.
yeah, Teresa's friend.
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Okay.
Bonnie was with us too. Well, not with us, but was sitting out there talking and chatting. And they were all talking about, well, we're going to give it 5 or 10 more minutes. And I had walked off from the women talking. They may have even, started talking about some women stuff. I don't know. Hair, makeup. I don't know what they were talking about. But I walked off from them. And the opening band's bus pulled out. And lo and behold, there goes this soul into this little sidebar. It's called the Underground.
Now it's called the Underground.
What was it called then?
I don't know, but it wasn't called the Underground then. It was a little bar.
Dips in there, and I follow that soul, and that was Shaun Morgan. I walk up to him, and I shake his hand, take my selfie, maybe even have somebody else take my picture. And then I roll back up out of there with this big grin, huge grin. Some may call it a what kind of grin? What? An it grin. And I told my wife, just met Shaun Morgan. She's like, no you didn't. No. I said, yeah, I met him. She said, he better still be in there, or there'll be 2 of yous on that
hate list.
Well, that guy that was going to be on the hate list is not on the hate list. Tell you all that now, right now. So we go back in there, and my wife starts chatting up Shaun Morgan. I go to the restroom. What happens when I come out?
He was asking for my phone number.
Shaun Morgan.
I give it to him. It's Shaun Morgan.
Shaun Morgan took my wife's phone number down. What in the world? What the world going on here?
What would you do? I give him my phone number.
So that goes on and happens, and then he looks us in the eyes and goes, do you know where I can see some women? They can be clothes on or clothes off, but I need to see some women tonight, guys. I was like, yeah. We can't take you, though. Why not? Because we don't drink and we don't party. So we were out. But we also told him that there was a daiquiri club right around the corner. And what did he say to that?
I don't remember.
Do I look like the guy that drinks daiquiris?
Okay. That's been a long time.
We said no. But we wished at that moment we had one of our alcoholic friends with us. We'd have been out with Shaun Morgan to the break of dawn.
We should have done it anyways. We didn't have to drink.
We should have.
We should have done it. I don't know what we were thinking.
I think we'd have been responsible for getting Shaun Morgan to his next destination in Simpsonville, South Carolina, which we would end up going anyway. All right, so the second time we met Shaun Morgan was in New York. What was it, Stroudsburg?
No, it's in Pennsylvania. Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Cool little venue. There's an old movie theater, so it had the slanted floor, so you didn't really have to worry about somebody being in front of you. You could see over them. We watched the band. I don't remember who else was with them. They probably, they had the local band there.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember the name of them. Bought a CD. They were real good. In fact, a couple of them guys are Facebook friends with me. And they're really not going to like it. I can't remember their names. But anyway, after the show, we was out there, and he was signing our stuff, and he was telling stories about bands he likes, bands he don't like, and we've told other people that he doesn't like this band, likes that band, and people are like, no, don't believe us. But it's either here nor there.
We're not going to say which bands.
Now, but we hung out for a little while, and he was telling stories. He was very funny, and he goes, guys, we're going to make our way over to this other bar. Do y'all want to go? There's 20 of us in the parking lot. We're all...
Of course we want to go with Shaun Morgan.
We roll over to the next bar, and at that time, Shaun had a girlfriend who had, I think, 2 dogs on tour with him. Maybe 1 dog, I'm not sure. small lap dogs. Got up to the counter where the guy was taking the door, and he goes, "Dogs can't come in." Shaun turned around and goes, "You see all these people behind me? Dogs can't come in. Ain't none of these people coming in." Guess what? Dogs are in there. So, we've met Shaun twice. Funny dude. Like hearing him talk. He's more talkative off stage than he is on stage. And we can't wait to see him this weekend. And if you're going to the Hubert, Ohio show, look for me and Tony.
And say hi.
And I'm going to be wearing this same hat, maybe even this same shirt. So I'll be easy to find.
It will be easy to find.
Usually am easy to find. Oh, we're going to be rocking the rail. And we're going to be taking y'all with us on how to rock the rail this weekend. You got to get there a little early, and then you got to be able to hold off your spot. And we're going to take y'all with us so y'all can see how it's done, show how we do it, and how much fun it is. Because for one thing we know about seeing shows, proximity does matter.
And it's a sold out show.
Sold out show. Who would have guessed it? Well, COVID. So yeah, everybody should be buying out shows. I want to thank y'all for listening. I want y'all to like and subscribe. Share it with your school teachers, your mom, your dad, anybody. I got a video up just today of Halloween, me in a clown outfit that I will be wearing to the Louder Than Life. If anybody would like to see the preview of the Louder Than Life outfit, at least one of them. Thanks for watching. I'm Kenny.
I'm Tony.
We're Dotson's Adventure. We're going to be taking y'all on an adventure this weekend, probably to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and to Hubert Heights to see our friends 3 doors down and Seether. Fooled you. We're back, guys.
You can't get rid of us that easy.
My wife told me that I had skipped out on some of her news.
Yeah. It was just some concert calendar stuff, some local shows coming up. But I like to keep you informed in case you want to go. I don't want to hear you say, "I didn't know about that." Watch the videos and you will. Rockfest is starting this week, the 15th to the 17th in Wisconsin.
We had tickets to go last year.
We did.
COVID.
They even sent us the wristbands for it already. So we got wristbands like we've been.
COVID.
COVID sucks. Just a few shows coming up this week in our area. On the 16th, Faster Pussycat and Enough's Enough is coming here to our area at Amos's.
Chips Enough.
Mean Street, if you like Van Halen, it's a tribute band. There will be a Blind Tiger on the 16th. If you like Fleetwood Mac, there's going to be a tribute band there at Fillmore called The Rumors.
Rumors in the air.
Jamie Johnson and Whiskey Myers will be at Red Hat in Raleigh. On the 17th, you've got our show, 3 doors down in Seether in Hoover Heights, Ohio. Jamie Johnson and Whiskey Myers will be in Charlotte at the Uptown Amphitheater. There's going to be a show at Blind Tiger called Rock Revival, featuring our friends in Scars Remain. There will also be We Rise to Fall, Dead Orbit, Fear Until Fury, Until They Bleed, 50 Flies, and Hollow Intent. $15 in advance, $20 at the door. We also bought some tickets this week for a show called Rock the Acoustic, featuring John Karabi, Jack Russell, and Miljenko Matajevic.
Bless you.
In case you don't know who that is, he's the lead singer from Steelheart, one of my all-time favorite 80s bands. I love them. Hosted by Bobby Brown, the Cherry Pie Girl. She loves being called that, by the way.
And the guy from Steelheart still got it.
He still sounds great.
He can hit every high note out there.
And the other two, Jack and John, they're great too. They're great guys. This will be at Newton at the Performing Arts Center, but it's not till next year, February 19th. But that'll be a great show.
If you buy tickets within the first 3 rows, what you get?
Meet and greet. Like VIPs, the first 3 rows. You get to meet them all. Take a picture with them all. Just no autographs. But you do get an autographed poster they let you take home. But you can't bring in anything to autograph, which is... I had Bobby Brown's book.
We got a couple of Jack Russell CDs. And we've got at least Hooligan's Holiday. Yeah. Which, to me, Molly Crew needs to go ahead and sign him up in case Vince Neil can't pull his weight.
I need a backup plan.
Yeah. Or just have Vince sing some and John sing some. I know that's not everybody's favorite hearing that right now, but you know, at least you'd have music being played instead of it being canceled on you or it being a soundtrack played to you and him just lip sticking it.
It would be entertaining.
Yeah.
For sure.
Made a little hat. Didn't get to show you earlier.
I think it's gonna stay.
I think it will. Look at it. Okay. For real this time. For reals, for reals, for reals. Like and subscribe. Share it with your high school principal. Share it with your coworkers. Share it with your boss. Share it with everybody. And like, subscribe, share. And until next time, we're Dawson's Adventures. I'm Kenny.
I'm Tony.
Say hi.